I noticed
Yeah,
when, like, ages ago, that when we did that first one, that not knowing the difference between what was real and what was like a visual was stressful to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right, like like it's you don't know what reality is anymore.
Yeah, and you
Like,
don't
we're
know
in a
if
new
what you're
reality.
looking at is like a real thing and what everyone else is seeing, or if it's completely different. Like
Yeah.
I
It's like
remember,
when-
I distinctly remember watching a music video with someone that was sober at the time, and being like, I don't understand this music video. Like, why is that person a zombie? And then the person beside me was like, they're not. That's just a normal person. And
But
it was
that-
just like knowing that
Yeah.
I couldn't tell the difference between reality and visual was like weird and stressful to me.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, well, one thing me and Swagger did was we watched this guy this guy take 2 tabs of acid in the woods. He just recorded himself taking
No, it was 3. It was 3.
3.
Yeah,
so
he
he's
was
like fucked, and we were just like laughing at this guy, not only because he was going through a kind of hilarious experience, but also like his head was just warping and shit.
Yeah,
like
it
his
was
head was
like
like 1 minute like
moving
really
and, like,
big and
folding
like
and
what the
stretching
fuck?
and fucking shaking, and like the background was undulating, and like me and Cam were sitting there going like, "Is this shit edited? Like, do you see that shit move?" And
had
he's
to
like,
be.
"Yeah, I see it move." And we asked her trip sitter, we were like, "Do you see it move?" And she's like, "No, it's completely still." And I was like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah, you're just a fucking idiot." I was like, "Oh, I'm just on drugs."
I do remember you guys saying the first time that it was almost like the people on the acid were on the exact same wavelength, whereas the people that weren't on it were on a completely
They wouldn't
different
understand.
one.
They had no
And it
understanding.
seems like it's so interesting that 2 people can be on something that is like mind altering, but experience such similar things.
That is interesting.
I would say I didn't feel as intense of a connection of like wavelength between me and Swagger when we did Shrooms as opposed to acid. Like acid, we really felt like we were a unit. Like we were like a
all of us,
thing.
yeah.
Whereas this was more like, oh, we're both just like kind of having fun and like enjoying this time. And I also think like Shrooms didn't really. You never feel like you're seeing something that's not there. It's always you're seeing something that's there, but it's altered, and you're like experiencing it in a different way. Whether that's like waviness or pulsating or breathing or color or anything, like it's just kind of accents everything. So
Which one?
hell of a drug, man.
I know they say that one of them feels like you're taking yourself on a journey, and the other one feels like you're being taken on a journey.
Yeah,
like
acid
one
and
feels like
shrooms respectively.
yes.
can't-
Wait, so
people
which
say-
one's which
peop-
though?
People say that with acid, you are in control of your trip,
Okay.
and then when you're on shrooms, the shrooms are in control of your trip, and that's
I'd
what
say
they
that's
say.
true.
But I don't know how scientific that is. I always say like acid is like bzz, 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 and then shrooms is like woo, woo, woo. Like, and that's it's unscientific,
Yeah, acid is
yes,
like
but it makes sense.
Scientific
right?
Acid is
description.
Acid's it's just like you're like, oh, let's go over here. Oh no, wait, you're kind of like scattered and definitely out of control and in some sense. But then I guess you're also making all the decisions actively, and also with the group you're with. Like when we were on acid, it was like, yo, smell this lemon. Yo, let's like feel this water in the sink. Like you're deciding what to do.
Let's baptize
but you're
everyone.
also like obviously overwhelmed with shrooms. I especially on my solo trip, I was completely in the hands of these little mushrooms, man. Like they were just doing whatever they wanted with me, and I was just like,
wow,
like just literally following just like some trail of that some higher thing had like wanted me to do. Like that's what it felt like.
Interesting.
Especially when I was up on that roof, man, like in that moment of peace, that was like, I've never felt peace like that in my life. Like probably since I was a baby. Like that's really how it felt. Shit was crazy.